So the data means it is some information. So currently, so there's a lot of importance with the data, because wherever
Yeah.
you go, the people are collecting our information. See, if you go to some like even mobile phone connection or some any connection, then you go to some supermarket also or some medical shop also, they're collecting our information. Means they're
Yeah.
asking our phone number and everything, and they're preserving the data. Means using this data, you can make a lot of things. So that is what
Yeah.
the data is. So we can create the data warehousing. So after creating the data warehousing with the data, then we can like use the data warehousing for strategic decision purpose also. Means if you are planning to improve your business, then you should have some data. Without data, you cannot make any decisions, right?
Yeah.
So that is the reason the data plays an important role. So in the market currently, there's so many tools related to database came into the market. See, for example, if you check the telecom industry, if you check the log of your phone only, you can find a lot of incoming calls and outgoing calls. So like this, you will be like getting, I mean, you will be having a lot of data in your single mobile, but the mobile operator or the mobile, that company has to maintain some thousands, some crores of the logs, right? Then it will be difficult for them to maintain all this data without a proper software. So that's the reason the Hadoop, big data, like so many tools came into the market which will handle the huge databases.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the people who work on those big data, like we call analyst or analytical things. So those who can
Mm-hmm.
make the analysis on that huge data, then there are so many openings for them, and there are also good opportunities for the people who can handle the huge data. Like handle means
Mm-hmm.
you can manage, you can make the analysis on the data, or you can like manipulate the data, or you can work on the databases, or you can, I mean, store the data in the form of the data warehouse. So like this,
Mm-hmm.
those who can like work with the data, so they have the much more opportunities in the current market. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, the SAS, it's a good analytical tool. So, and moreover, we can connect the SAS to other databases also very easily. So the SAS also having a good life. Fine. So information is nothing but the data. So the database means
Mm-hmm.
any tool or software which holds the information in the database. And there is some difference between the other databases and the SAS, because the SAS is a statistical tool. So mostly we use the statistical language only in the SAS, not the general database language. So in the other
Mm-hmm.
databases language, what we say, we store the data in the form of the tables. But in SAS, we store in the form of the data set. Why? Because the data set is a term related to the statistics. Got it? So that is the reason. Here, the language is related to the statistics, but it works as the other database. Other database only. So here, the table is nothing but the data set. Rows are the observations and columns are the variables.
Mm-hmm.
Then, these are the SAS language elements. If you know the options, what's an option, what's an statement, formats, function, informat, call, listen, then you will understand the SAS language very easily. So these are some language concepts.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the data is of two types. Always, wherever it may be, the data is of two types only, the character data and numeric data. So when you
Mm-hmm.
use the Oracle or SQL or any environment you use, there
Mm-hmm.
also you have to differentiate the numeric and character data. The entire statistics, the entire analysis depends on the numeric and character data only. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, for example, uh, let us take a data. Let us take the data given to you. So if you are unaware of what the data you are having, then it is highly impossible for us to make the analysis on the data. Okay. So you should know whether it is numeric data or character data. If it is a numeric data, then what type of data it is. So if it is a
Mm-hmm.
parametric, non-parametric. If it is a parametric, then what type of parametric data it is. Then if it is a, like for example, if it's a two testing, two sample t test, then which procedure is suitable to apply on that particular data to make the analysis, like that. So we have a lot of things related to the data. So this is the basic thing, like dividing the data into two categories, numeric data and character data. Then after that also in the character data we have a lot of things like ordinal, nominal, polynomial, and nominal, polynomial, binomial, uh, what we say ordinal. Okay? Like this, there are so many classifications in the character data also. When it comes to the numeric data, again we have different types of the numeric data. analysis data, semi-analysis data, non-analysis data, display data. And coming to the analysis data also, again we have the discrete data and continuous data. Okay, again in the discrete data we have some different types. So I mean, this classification we'll be discussing in the statistical part. But initially we are just learning about what the data types. So how to differentiate the numeric and the character data. So the character data we can differentiate using a dollar sign from the numeric. Okay. While creating the data set, we are using a dollar sign for the character, and for numeric we won't use any dollar sign. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yesterday we created this data set. So when you create a data set, automatically it will get stored in the work library. So we have multiple libraries here, but you can't find this map. You can see only these three. Because these three are
Okay.
SAS user and SAS help. These are the three important libraries. So based on the products which you purchase, then these libraries will be automatically defined. But don't bother about these three. Just consider only these three. We have only work, SAS user, and SAS help. So in your
Okay.
system, because you are using older version, so I think in your system also you can find only these three, not the other. Now
Yeah.
coming to the work library, whatever you do here without defining the location, then those will get saved in the work library only. So now we created the data set and we printed it. So after creating this data set, it printed to the output window here. Means the data set got created and we printed the data set. Now after printing this, we can apply a lot of options and statements while printing. Simple. We created one data set and we printed it. So it printed to the output window like this. Now, how is the data set here? We have 4 variables or columns, name, age, sex, and salary. But here in the output window, you can see there is one more column called the observation. Observation number is the by default one. So if you want to suppress it, then simply use no obs. Select and submit. Now you cannot see that observation number. So this no obs is to suppress the observation number. So if you want, you can write the comments also. No observation to suppress the observation number. So we use this option. Like this, you can make the comments also. I mean, to remember easily. Then again, I am printing proc print data equal to employee. Now heading equal to V. I am using a different option called the heading equal to V. Then it will give you the vertical heading. Okay. Now again I am printing. Then while printing using an option double submit. Then it gives you the double space between each and every observation. Double space. Now selecting the observations equal to 3 or 4 out of 6, we are printing only 4. Then it prints the first 4 observations only. The data set remains as it is here. We are not making any changes to the data set. It's remained as it is. But we selected only the first 4 observations to print. Means this PROC print procedure, it won't make the changes in the data set. Got it? So while printing, no observations. While printing second time, vertical heading you selected. Then third time we selected this double. Then fourth time we selected to print only the first 4 observations. So like this, every time we can select a different option. But our proc print statements or options, they won't make any changes in the data set. The data set, it remains as it is.
Okay.
Now again here I am using some more options. First observation equal to 2, then observation equal to 5. Means print the observations between 2 and 5 only. My first observation should be the second one. Then observation should be 5. Then it will give you 2 to 5. See, 2 to 5.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. You can select the observation numbers also. Okay. Now, not only this, we can select the variables. I need the name, sex, age. Submit it. See, it's giving the name, sex, age. See, instead of this 4, we are selecting only these 3 variables. Means we are selecting the variables you want. And also date sequence also. See, actually in the data set we have the name, age, sex, and salary. But you are selecting name, sex, and age. In a different sequence we are selecting. See. Sorry. Name, sex and age. But here in the dataset we have the name A6. Means we selected name, sex and age in this order. Means what this var do, the var statement is here. Var statement is to select these required or desired variables, right? Desired variables and their sequence. So we can use the variable statement to select the required variables as well as their sequence.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the var statement. Now, okay, let's print it again without any options. Now we print it as this. How you identify this Vijay? With the observation number 1. How you identify the Vijay? Again here Vinay or some Vinay. So we are identifying with the number. But this time I don't want to identify with their number. I want to identify by their age. So simply make the ID age. Means identification variable is the age now. Instead of identifying by the observation number, we are identifying by the age. Now you can see the age is the first variable. So you have to identify this observation by the age. So this ID statement, after the ID statement, whatever you write here, that will become the identification variable. Okay. Now, sum salary. Submit. So it gave the sum of the salary. Okay, sum statement. Then we can use multiple options and statements in a single step also. See, I am printing it. While printing, I am selecting no observations, double, heading equal to V, then selecting only the required variables, name, salary, sex, sum salary, submit this, see the output. For 2 to 5 observations only we are selecting, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then no observation, there is no observation number, then double space, right, vertical heading. Then you are selecting only these 3 variables and we made the sum of the salary. Means multiple options and statements we used in a single step also. So based on the requirement we can make the use of the options and statements like this. And what is the difference between the option and statement? So I am like shouting like option and statement, option and statement. So what do you mean by option and statement here? See, in the first step itself we use no observation. So it is an option. It is an option. So it is an option. It is an option. These two are the options. Then what is a statement? The first word in that line is called a statement. So in this line, this is the first word. So it is a statement. In this line, it is a statement. ID. Then sum is a statement. Where is a statement? Sum is a statement. So the word that comes first in that line is called a statement. So these are not the statements, these are options. First observation, observation, no obs, double, heading, these are all the options only. These are all the options and these are the statements. Got it?
Yeah.
And moreover, whatever the word comes first in that line is called, even the PROC is a statement. Okay. Run is a statement. Run is a statement. ID is a statement. Okay. So all these are the statements only. Now you can make a list. PROC print options. What are the PROC print options? See, these are all the PROC print options only.
So one doubt here. So
Yeah.
option can become, we can write it anyway as option or statement, because if we write everything in one line, all become options.
These are all the options only, right?
Yeah. So if we bring this to next line, it becomes statement.
No. You have to end it. For example, end it. After
Oh,
ending
okay.
only, then it will become a new statement.
Oh,
But
okay, fine. Yeah.
if you don't end it with a semicolon, then it will be considered as a single line only.
Oh, okay.
Right. So if you break this into multiple lines, okay,
Mm-hmm.
so these are not the statements. These are still options only. Because
Oh,
it
okay,
is not the
fine.
first one in that line. Because this is the part of the first line only.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. So heading, double. So these are all options only. Then what are the statements? PROC print statements. proc print statements are some, where, id, where. So they are all the proc print statements. Okay. For yesterday also we discussed each procedure contains its own statements and options.
Yeah.
So here in this proc print we have multiple options and multiple statements. Okay. Now let us work on some other topics. See, every time when you print it, see, it prints to a separate page, like page 1, then page 2, page 3, like this. So, but you cannot see the contents like page 3 and page 4 at a time, page 4 and page 5 at a time. So, you
Yes.
use an option called the form delim. Form delim equal to this one. If you use this option, okay, then print it, then it will give a page break between the two pages. You can see page 11 and page 12, there is a line. So it's called the page break. Or you can use a hyphenated line also. Any delimiter you can use. Submit. Now we have this employee. Let's print it again. So proc print data equal to employee. Run. Yeah. Submit. You see, it give a hyphenated line. It's an hyphenated line. You can use any line. Any character also you can use. So it is to get the page break. So it's, and one more thing, instead of writing this every time, yesterday I told you, so go to the add abbreviation. Okay, see, for example, if you want to write this options form dealing, so sometimes it will be painful for us to write this every time. So here go to the tools, add abbreviation. So this is the text you are inserting. For this I am using delim. Okay.
Okay.
Or in any name like form. Okay. Okay. Then instead of this one, just simply write the form and enter. So it gives the form. You can replace it. Then print it. Now you can see the employee. Now we can make some queries also. Here I need only the mail data. So you can use a where statement. Where sex equal to m. Submit. Then it gives you only the mail data. Now here I am using where sex any. Any means not equal to female. Not equal to female means it will give the male only. See? Male only.
Yeah.
Or not equal to male means it will give the female only. Female only. So like this we can make the queries. For example, here again, where age equal to 35 I am giving. Then it will give the observations whose age is 35, or let's make it 25. Okay, submit. So it's giving the age of 25 only. Okay. And why we are using this quotes for character? Because always if there is a character data, that should be in quotes while making the queries. If it's the numeric data, then you should not use the quotes. Okay? Because the age is a numeric here. If you use the quotes, then it will throw an error. See, check the log. Where class operator requires compatible variables. So when you're using the where class, so that should require a compatible variable. So here you are asking to make the query on the character. The character means the age is not compatible to the one which you are making the query. So that is the reason it won't give the correct one. No, it's giving the correct output. So the character should be in quotes. Okay. And one more thing here, when you are using the, see here I need the weight sex equal to small m. Submit. See, is it giving any output? No observations. Why? Because there is no such variable which is having the small m. See,
No.
having small m, capital M and capital F only. There is no such small m. Means always the data is case sensitive. Got it? Data is case sensitive, but not the program. Always the program is not case sensitive. Okay, let me show you here. I'm using the same one, but while making the query, okay, let's take the proc print. Okay, so we made like this proc print data. It's an improper case. Then here I'm using M. Submit. See the output.
Okay.
It gives the correct one, right? 6 equal to main. Check the log. There's no error. The black colored is called the syntax. Okay, it's the syntax, and this is the notes. So it is giving 4 observations, no error. Means when you write the program, like either in small case, upper case, or lower case, or any mixed case, improper case, whatever the case may be, it gives the correct output only. But when you are using the data, that should be the case sensitive. Okay, see for example, Vinay is there. So if I use like this, Vinay, where name equal to Vinay, where name equal to Vinay. There are two Vinays are there, so it will give the two Vinays. Okay. If I use small v, submit, no, see it's not giving the output.
Yeah.
You can see the output here. Check the log. See, no observations were selected.
Yeah.
Okay, just a moment. Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
I was on a call.
Yes. I'm ready.
Okay, so is it clear up to
It's,
this? Is
yeah,
it clear?
it is clear. Yeah.
Okay. So we can make the queries on the character data using the codes, and here the data is always case sensitive. Okay.
Oh,
So if you use like a small case, then it won't work. Okay. Now let us
okay.
see like a different queries like where name like where name like where name like. So percent a percent a means the last letter should be the a. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it will give no observation because okay, let's make it I. Last letter should be I. So Rani because the last letter is I. Then where name like the first letter is V. Then it will give you all the three Vinay, Vinay, Vijay because the first letter is a V. Then if you use like this, then the I, whether it is first or last or in between, it will give the output. All except the second one, remaining are all having the I. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask like this, or you can ask like where name contains I. Then it will
Mm-hmm.
give you observations whose name contains the I.
Mm-hmm.
Then where salary is greater than 30,000. Then it will give the salary is greater than 30,000. Like where salary is greater than or equal to 30,000. Now you can see it will give 30,000 and more than 30,000 also. Then where salary between 30,000 and 50,000. It will give the salaries between 30 and 50. You can use the between also. See 30, 35, 45 and 40. It includes this 30 and 50. Or you can use 45. It includes see, between 30 and 45.
Yeah.
Now I want the 30 and 40, only these two. Then where salary in means whatever you write in the bracket. I need the 30,000 and then 40,000. Then it will give only these two. See 30 and 40 only.
Oh.
Okay. Then where salary like usually we should not use this numeric like this. Where name like where name like 1, 2, 3, 4 means the name should contain the 4 characters. So it's giving Ajay and Ram. Both are having the 4 characters. Okay. You can give like this. Now getting right. Okay. Now
Yeah.
okay, let's print again without any options or statements. We printed everything. Okay, then okay, so where s- where sex or where age is greater than some 25 or greater than or equal to 25. It will give the age of 25 and more than 25, but everything is everyone is more than okay. Let's make it 35. Age should be equal to or more than 32. So it will give 2 because more than 30, I mean more than 32 and also 30. So instead of using this greater than or equal to, we can use GE also. Means GE means greater than or equal to 1. Same
Okay.
output. Means this is called the LT. Sorry, it's greater than, right? It's a GT. This is the LT. This is greater than or equal to GE. It is less than or equal to LE. Then it is not equal to. It is equal to. Okay. Like this. So you can use either symbols, these are called the symbols, symbols or mnemonics. These are the mnemonics and these are symbols. Okay. Okay, now we have one dataset employee. Let's create one more dataset. Data, some 2. Input. See, if you want to assign only one value, you can create like this. Okay, A equal to 50, B equal to 100. What is the A? A is the numeric, B is the character because we used in quotes. Submit. You see the 2. Open it. It contains A equal to 50, B equal to 100. Okay. Now see the attributes. Right click on the view columns. Now you can see A is the numeric, then B is the text. Okay. Then when you print also, PROC print data equal to 2, run. If you print it, it gives the same output. Now A is 50, B is 100. So if you have only one observation, we can create the data like this also. Data set we can create like this. Okay. Now when we are printing into the output window, how it is printing? It's giving the SAS system as a default title, and this is the time. It is a day, month, date, year, and the page number. Okay. So we can make the changes also. Options, no date, no number. Then submit this. After submitting, then print the employee. So print data equal to employee. Done. See. Now this time no date and no page number because we suppressed. So no date, no number. If you want to get back again, then options, I need the date and number. Submit this. After submitting, it will become active. Then run this program again. Now you can see the date and page number again. See, earlier it was 36. Then after 36, we suppressed the 37. Then it will continuously give the 38.
Okay.
But if you want to make it like page number 1 again, then use this page number 1 option. Submit. Now it will give the page number 1. Then when you print second time, then it gives the page number 2 because again it will continue from the page number 1.
Okay.
Okay. So this no date, no number, page number, these are all the global options. So why we call the global options? Because options are of 2 types. Okay. Global and local. Okay, 2 types. The global means which we write outside. See, this we are writing outside. So global option. What's the local option? Local option means this is one step, right? So in this step, if you write, for example, here I am writing no observation. Where I am writing this no observation? In the PROC step. So it's a local. Heading, I am writing in the PROC step. So it's a local one. Okay. So local means when you write in the particular step, that will become the local option. But when you write outside, see here I am not writing this in any step. I mean neither in the data step nor in the PROC step. So it's a global one only. So this is a global one. Like this we have so many global options. Let us see. The SAS system is a title, right? Okay, let us see the width of the page. So the width of page is this much, right? So you can decrease the width of the page also using global option. Option line size equal to 64. Okay, submit it. After submitting, run the above step. See, the page width has been decreased. Earlier this much because the line size we decreased to 64. Why 64 only? Because okay, if you make it 60 and submit, check the log. What the log is showing? Line size must be between 64 and 256. So there is a limit. There is a range for this line size. Line size must be between 64 and 256. Okay. So there is a line size. So options line size equal to, let's make it some 90. Then it converts into the 90. Submit this. See. Now we increase the width of the page. Okay. Now even instead of line size, we can write like this. LS also. Options LS equal to some 80. LS or line size both are same. It's abbreviation for line size. See, decreased again. From 92, we made it 80. Now, options, center, no center we can use. See, no center. After submitting this, run the above one. See, it's writing to the left side. It's not to the center.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Then, again, if you write the center, submit this, run it. Then it writes to the center of the page again. Okay. Then, see, by default, you are getting the SAS system as a title. See, the SAS system is a title, but you can suppress it. Okay, let's see. PROC print data equal to employee. So, okay, let us delete all the results. Just click on the output, then click on the blank. On the top, you can see the blank. Click on the blank. The output content got deleted. Now, again, I'm printing this employee. Print it. Now, you can see the SAS system as a title. But you can use your own title, like this title. Employee information. So it will give you a title called the employee information here.
Yeah.
Instead of by default title. And even in the results also you can see with the title. See employee information. Not with the SAS system as a by default. You can see the employee information as a title.
Okay.
But you can give up to 10 titles, not only one title, you can give up to 10 titles like this. Title, then title 2, second title, employee information, and employee information showing salary, title 3. You can use up to 10 titles. Title 3, submit. You can see there are 3 titles, title 1, title 2, title 3.
Okay.
Each title comes in a separate line and the title should be in the sequence. Title 2, title 3 like this, they should be in the sequence. We should not give the 3, 2, 4, 7 like that. Now, I am printing this 2 without titles. Okay. I am printing this 2 without titles like this. PROC print data equal to 2 run. But this time I am not giving any title, right? Submit. See, but even though I am not giving titles, it's taking the previous titles. Means once you give the title will be carried forward to the next program also. Okay. So better whenever you want to suppress the title, just simply write the title, submit. It will get suppressed. Then print the 2, no title, even no default title also. No default the SAS system also. Okay. Now, in the same way we can use the footnotes also. Footnote created by, then footnote 2, okay, Kiran, submit. Now you can see the footnote means it comes to the end of the page, bottom of the page, right? So it's the title, 3 titles we have given and 2 footnotes. We can give we can give up to 10 footnotes and 10 titles. So by this we can say what is the length of the page? This is the length of the page.
Yeah.
But we can decrease the length of the page also or increase the length of the page. See, options, page size equal to, let's make it 20. Submit. Then print the 2. Now you can see this much is the page size now. Only this much. See, earlier this much is the page size. Now only this much is the page size. Because we can decrease or increase the page size. Okay. And what is the default one? Let's make it 10. Submit it. Then automatically the log window will show. The SAS option page size must be between 15 to 32,767. So this is the page size. So let's make it some 40. Even you can use the PS also. Like this. Options PS equal to 40. Okay. Submit. Then print the above one. You can see the page size bit increased. Even the footnotes also carried to the next. So suppress the footnote. See, I am suppressing the title and footnote. After suppressing, print the 2. Then it contains no any title, no any footnote. But you can write these here also. Nothing will happen. The global means you can write anywhere. Submit. It will give the same output.
Okay.
Clear. So this is the global options and local options. And we can use multiple options in a single step also. Like options, page size is some 35, line size is some 64. I need no date, no number, okay. And I don't want to write to the center, no center. Like this, you can use multiple options. Later, print this employee. Okay, I don't need the title. I don't need the footnote also. Then proc print data equal to employee. Run. Submit it. See, no center, no title, no date, nothing. So, like this, you can use multiple options. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Subha, you just